Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Angelisa and I make videos about books. And today I'm very excited because I am going to be, I'm going to be reading A Court of Silver Flames. And even more exciting, I'm going to be annotating for the first time. So we're going to be using these orange tabs that I have and this light orange highlighter and Muji pen, and I'm going to annotate for the first time. I have the paperback of this book, and yeah, so I'm very excited. I was putting off reading it, but I'm finally going to read it and I'm so excited. But I thought I would vlog it and just bring you guys along with me. So I'm going to start right now.
Sliding doors, just wanna know you more. I hope you wanna be with somebody, spending all of the night moonwalking, and with the view she could see. Alright guys, it's the next day, and we're interrupting this vlog for an unboxing. I'm pretty sure I know what it is, but that's why I'm gonna unbox it in this vlog. And I'm secretly scared because there's a big dent in the box on the edge here, so I'm nervous. Oh, there's bubble wrapping, thank God. If you know, there was a sale at Indigo on a certain author, and I've been waiting to get this for a long time because I wanted to get it when it would be worth getting. It's the hardcovers of acotar. I'm so excited to like carefully. They're so pretty, and because they're in this like box set, they've actually been protected, like extra protection, compared to other books that I buy online sometimes when they come all screwed up. I never know how to get them out of these slips. It's like you have to like, and then put them on there. Oh my God, I'm literally shitting bricks. Oh my God. Oh, it's actually a lot prettier than I thought for some reason. Oh, that's a beautiful sound for Josh. Oh. The smell is like intoxicating. Oh my God, these are beautiful. I wanted to get the hardcovers for a really long time because I really wanted to get new dust jackets for them eventually. So that's a much later in life purchase though, because it's very expensive. Not much later in life, but like not anytime soon. It's very expensive to get new dust jackets. Oh my God, I thought for a second that they like somehow put the dust jacket inside of here. I was like, what the heck? But it was just this being stuck to it. Oh my God, it's so pretty. These are ridiculous. Oh my God, the smell. I can't get over the smell. These are ridiculously pretty though. I never wanted the hardcover because I didn't like the gray, but seeing them all together like this is just, and like when they're actually in perfect condition like this, oh, and the The sound when you, oh. I'm not trying to like break it or anything, it's just happening. Pink is so much more vibrant for some reason. This is adorable. This little cute little hardback novella. Oh my god, the blue. And my face. This is crazy. It's beautiful. It's beautiful indeed. I don't know where I'm gonna put them yet, to be honest. We're just gonna stick them back in here for now. Some people are like, why do you need 2 copies of the same book? Because reading is a hobby and so is collecting books. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous girls buy 2 copies of the same book so they can annotate one and have the other in perfect condition. I haven't gotten that far through acotar. I'm like that much into it. I'm like 52 pages into it. Obviously when you're annotating, it's gonna slow you down a lot more, but this is what I've like done so far. It's just kind of like here and there, nothing big. I underline, write things, highlight, all that jazz. And I'm only tabbing pages that I'm like, oh my god, that was such a sweet moment, or yeah, I remember that, or like something I want to remember, or like really go back to eventually. But for everything else, I'm just kind of like highlighting, annotating, writing my reactions. It's actually a lot of fun. But yeah, I'm gonna keep reading tonight and we'll see how far I go. But anyway, that was just my quick little haul. This lighting is making me look so pale, but it's fine. So just a quick, very quick little update. I'm on page 95, chapter 8, and so first of all, annotating is really fun. I don't know how to annotate, if there's a way that you're supposed to annotate. I'm just basically highlighting and underlining and writing and tabbing, all based off of vibes. So besides that, on a plot slash what's their ship name? Nestian? Is that it? Nasian? Front. Nessa has so much trauma and guilt, clearly, that she's working through, and you can feel it right in the beginning of the book. And Cassian's just being, you know, Cassian, and being so supportive, but also like stern, which is nice. So far I'm still loving their dynamic and their tension. I love that they're like this, and there keeps being like flashbacks to certain things. And I actually started crying when I was reading one of them, which was so sad. But yeah, so that's how it's going so far. Really kind of enjoying it so far. It's taken me a bit to get used to the third person point of view. I thought that was just gonna be a Quarter Frost of Starlight thing, but I think it's gonna be the rest of the series, which is interesting. But besides that, the use of the word male has really been getting on my nerves, but I'm hoping I get used to it. I'm just praying that I get used to it because it's brutal. Yeah, I'm gonna keep on reading and annotating, and I'll update you guys in a little bit, but I'm officially more than 10% through the book, so.
Slow down, hold on tight now. It's okay to meet me at the front line. I've got cold feet, winter drives me wild. I can't fly down on the Friday. I was
So we are on page 211, chapter 18, and I don't really have an opinion yet. It's taken me a few days to read these 200 pages. I think this happens every time I get back into like an acotar book. It happened with The Court of Thorns and Roses. It happened with The Court of Mist and Fury. I read Aquawar right after Court of Mist and Fury, so it didn't really happen. But every time I get back into this world, those first like 200 pages just take me forever. But now it's definitely picking up. This book is about Nesta. It takes place after Aquawar, when the war happens. And yeah, so far she's going through like training with Cassian, and that is super cute. The tension is real, and they're talking about the possibility of another war maybe. But yeah, besides that, I have to say, I don't know if this is because Sarah J Maas is writing in like Nesta's point of view and Cassian's point of view, but the way that she's writing Feyre and Rhys's character right now, I really hate it. I don't love it at all. I don't like it. Rhys is like so bossy. He's like overly protective of Feyre, which is weird because she's stronger than she's ever been. And Feyre's just not giving what she usually gives. She's just regular. Like nothing's wrong with her, but she's just not giving what she usually gives. But I guess that's because this book isn't about her, so that might be why. But this is definitely a lot spicier than the other books. I don't know if these are considered adult fiction, whereas I think the other ones started off as YA or NA or whatever. But no, these are definitely spicier. So right now she's just dealing with like a lot of trauma and guilt for everything that she's kind of gone through and all the choices that she had to make. It's cute. It's coming up cute. You can barely see them. I like to do it like very small. There you go. Yeah, I'm gonna keep reading and highlighting and underlining, and yeah. I've just been watching YouTube. I'm watching Rachel Catherine right now. I was watching Destiny Sidwell earlier. But yeah, just watching like reading vlogs while I read. Talk about how Nesta is literally the smuttiest woman alive. Like, I just got to page 256 and she just finished a training session with Cassian and Azriel, and she's just the thoughts that she's having, I'm like, goddamn girl. She's very corny at all times, so this is definitely a different vibe from the first few, but I'm here for it. So, okay, I just got to part 2, Blade, and I realized that part 1 was called Novice or Novice or whatever, which means like new. So I'm hoping that now that we got to part 2, plot is gonna start happening, because I feel like for the past 268 pages it's been smut, training, and shelving books, and I'm just bored. Like, I need plot it's been very character driven, and I know that this one is more character driven because it's about like her like journey. But I need plot. I need excitement. So I'm hoping that's coming now.
Page 347 and we're finally getting to some plot. I just have to say, Cassie and Anesta are so freaking cute. Knows how to calm her down and like bring her out of negative headspaces is insane. And like vice versa, like she knows how to take him out of his negative headspace too. Yeah, we're definitely getting to some plot now. It's gonna be hard to give updates now because I don't want to spoil anything in the book obviously, but I'll try to like get my reaction. So if you did read it, you kind of know what's going on. Maybe I'll have a spoiler section at the end, I don't know.
So I'm back at home, and the reason being was because I knew that I had to leave soon, but I was getting to a part in the book that it seemed like there was about to be plot. So I was like, oh my god, I need to transition places now before I like get into this book, because I did want to like go back home. So yeah, I'm gonna sit down now and get to that part of the book, because based on, I literally was just trying to find out like how long the next chapter was or whatever, and I read something and I was like, what's going on? So I'm like, plot is thickening. Ugh, my hair is really bothering me because the part is screwed up. But yeah, the plot is thickening, things are happening, so I'm very excited, and we're gonna see where this goes, because so far it's looking kind of crazy. We're gonna see though if this is gonna make up for the like 350 pages of almost no plot. I mean, we did get a lot of like background story about characters, which is nice, and we got to meet new characters. So I don't know if it's just like doing a bit more, not world building, but like character introduction. Like the first half of the book just seemed very character driven, whereas I'm hoping that the second half is more like plot driven, is all I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to discount the stories of the people that we've learned about. I don't want to spoil anything, but yeah, I'm not trying to discount like the amazing stories and like background that we've learned, but I need plot, I need action right now. By the way, the lighting is changing because I'm in front of my TV, which is like Chromecasting different photos, so it's casting different like colors against me. The last one was a blue photo, and now this one is green, so I'm looking a little green. But yeah, we're gonna read and see what happens. I'm kind of scared, but I think it'll be good. Hello, it has been a while. It's been like a week. I don't know when the last update was. Oh, I remember. I actually don't. I don't know what the last update was. We're gonna see when I'm editing this. But all I know is that when I open my page right now, I'm still on page 472, which means I don't think I read since the last update. I kind of got into, not a slump, like I read other books, but I think I went into like a fantasy slump for a minute, and I just needed to like change gears for the week, so I just kind of finished some other reads,
And yeah, but anyway, we're gonna get back into this because I really do want to finish this, and I know that we're heading into some good plot points, so we're just gonna jump right in and start reading and see where it brings us to the end of this video, hopefully, because I need to wrap up this video and post it, because I was gonna post it like 2 weeks ago, and now we're just continuing on. But I have made myself an iced coffee. So yeah, chapter 45. Let's do it. Hey guys, I'm on page 612, chapter 59. We're like almost done the book. I think my next update is just gonna be when I'm finished. It's been like many days since I've last picked up this book, like over a week, which I think kind of is telling for how I'm probably going to be rating this book. Yeah, we've gotten to like plot, but it's just not as much plot as like the first 3 books. I don't know. I feel like I'm reading A Court of Frost and Starlight or whatever it's called, like that novella, but a super long version of it. Like, this is definitely more character driven than plot driven, and like I'm like, there's only 120 pages left and I feel like nothing's happened like plot wise. It's mostly about Nesta's development, which is great, and like the romance between her and Cassian, which is great. It is really great. I just got to a really cute part that I tabbed and like highlighted and underlined, and it was adorable, but I'm just kind of disappointed by the lack of plot. So we're gonna see, I'm like this close to like reading the last sentence of the book just to be like, hello, is there gonna be plot? Like, I'm confused. Yeah, no, it feels like it's just like, oh, happy ever after. Anyway, we're gonna finish. I don't know if I'm like missing something in this book, but I just I'm not getting the same feeling at all that I did from the first 3. So we're gonna see if the next 138 pages is gonna make up for the last 612. Don't get me wrong, it hasn't been bad. It just hasn't been amazing like you would expect acotar to be. I just finished A Court of Silver Flames and we're gonna talk about it. So the ending was great. I love the ending. I don't know if it was just me, but I literally only started feeling like this was a Sarah J. Maas book at like 90%. This book just didn't have as much plot as I thought it was going to have. Like first 400 pages is pretty not dry. Like, there's a lot of important stuff being talked about and a lot of important like character development, but there's nothing for plot going on, and it actually was driving me insane, because then when plot finally did happen, it was like a little bit, and then a bunch of chapters went through with nothing, and then you get a little bit more, and then those last like 150 pages is like chock full, and I feel like this book could have been as long as A Court of Thorns and Roses. Like I just feel like it didn't need to be this long. And I don't know, when I was reading it, I was literally just like, why is this giving like 3 stars? I'm very confused. Like, I'm not enjoying it. Like,
I still love the writing style. I still love the characters. Like I said, like Nesta's character development was so good and so important and very just interesting to read. And I love the friendships that she built with the priestesses. I loved all of that. It just dragged on for a really long time, I think. And I just feel like it could have been like this whole beginning part pretty much up until like here could have been like half the size. Yeah, but Cassian, I love that man. I would do anything for him. And I agree that like this book will change the way that you feel about Nesta. The hate that you have in your heart for her during the first few books changes completely after this book. So yeah, anyway, that's all I'm gonna say about it. It's really hard to kind of talk about this. I think I'll leave like a spoiler section at the end, but just for all my non-spoiler people, I think I'm gonna rate this 4 out of 5 stars. I was on the fence for a while, literally up until like the last 100 pages. I was like, this is gonna be like a 3.5 stars maybe, but I decided on 4 stars because the ending was really good and just kept me like, I couldn't put it down at the end. And yeah, but had the beginning half had more plot and like development, I feel like I would have liked it more. Like I really thought, anyway, yeah, I'm just gonna go into spoilers now because I feel like now I'm gonna talk about spoilers. But yeah, if you want to skip spoilers, skip to this time and then it'll just be like the outro. I'm gonna give you some time. Skip now. I've warned you. Skip. Okay. Okay, so spoilers. Okay. Literally until the blood right, I didn't like this. Like I liked it, I just didn't love it. And I feel like when they got to the blood right, that was the feeling of like that, like, oh my god, what's gonna happen next, that I was looking for the entire time. And it just felt like all of that happening, Feyre giving birth and like being saved, like all of that happening in the last 100 pages was so much at once. Like that really, I feel like that could have been dragged out from here onwards, but it just started like at the end and that was it. So I did enjoy, like, I guess the whole problem is that like there is plot going on but you don't know that it's going on until the end. Like this whole time this like other death god has been controlling everything and like Briellen's like kind of involved, but you don't know that until the end, and all this stuff has been happening throughout that nobody knew about until the end. So you're kind of just going throughout the whole book like, what is going on? This is so like dry, like nothing's happening. Nesta's training with the priestesses like for months. Yeah, it was just, I don't know if I'm the only person who felt that way, but I just wish that what I felt in the ending was what I was feeling the whole time, because that's how I felt for the first ones. But the part at the end where she just kind of realizes like what kind of life she wants and like, and so smart for like shifting her own anatomy so she can give birth one day, like, yes, Nesta. One thing I forgot to say that is spoilers is I'm filming this after I already filmed the outro, but you'll see that later. I don't understand why did Sarah J Maas give Nesta these cauldron powers? Talk about how much like power she's gonna have, like how powerful she's gonna be, how much she can do with it, and then like we get little glimpses of it, like the fire in her eyes and like, you know, like whatever, like the thing when she falls down the stairs, like little tiny glimpses of how powerful she can be if she used it. She uses it like once to save Feyre, changes that thing, which was smart, but like, oh okay, now you can breathe, cool, without dying, which is great. It's a good thing that she's able to do that, but it was still like, that's it, that's all you can use for it, and then you just give it up and like that's it, that's the end of her having powers. Like I feel like there's so much build up to her stealing these powers and like having the powers just for them not to be used or showcased or like explained. Like she's supposed to be more powerful than Rhysand. Yeah, I don't know, it was just, I feel like we could have had like a lot more. Like I really wanted to, like even the parts where she did use it, it was just explained as her like screaming. I don't understand. But anyway, yeah, maybe that's just like an unpopular opinion, but I really wanted to see like more of Nesta's power with the cauldron and like what she could do with it. And I just wanted to see her like honestly kind of dominate the world. Like I feel like she needed a villain moment. But anyway,
That's just my opinion. But yeah, anyway, that's all I'm gonna say on this. It was a really long reading vlog. I'm kind of disappointed, but I don't know. I think this was also setting up a lot for future books that I thought was gonna happen in this book. Like, I feel like the next book, these two could have been like one book together. But we'll see once it comes out. I think it's gonna be about Elaine, maybe, or yeah, I hope low-key I ship Azrael with someone else more than with Elaine, but we'll see. I hope I didn't like scare anyone from reading this. A lot of people really enjoyed this, but I think I just went into it, maybe it was the mindset that I had going into it. I went into it thinking it was gonna be that same like speed and plot as A Court of Mist and Fury and A Court of Wings and Ruin, but it's just not. It really, like, the first, for me at least, the first 75% gave like A Court of Frost and Starlight, like, novella kind of idea, and then the last kind of 25% was more plot heavy and like things were actually going on. But still a really important character driven book, I think. Like, I did tab throughout, so it's not like a bad book by any means. It just, yeah. Anyway, comment down below your thoughts on this book, or if you haven't read any of them, you know, if you plan to read them, let me know. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I hope you have a good rest of your day or whenever you're watching this, and I hope to see you in the next one.